river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hi, this is Jan Lewis. Welcome to be my guest. Today we have from Webster a wonderful author. Her name is Louise Chadborne. I think I said that correctly. And she has written Granite, the Bullmastiff story. This is based on the true story of her own Bullmastiff dog who has passed away. Welcome, Louise.
Thank you, Jan. I am so excited to be here.
That's good.
I keep like pinching myself. Is it real? And it
I
really
do that a lot,
is.
too. Okay, am I really here?
Right, so thank you. I'm very happy to be here and excited.
This is her first book.
It is,
It
yes.
is. And you know what? You know, it's not just for kids. We were just talking.
Right.
You know, I don't care what age you are. Even your senior citizen with grandchildren, great-grandchildren, learn about this today. She has worked at the Department of Mental Health. You worked there for 32 years.
32 years, retired.
You retired already?
2 years ago,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
She volunteers at Southwick Zoo.
Love it there.
Yep.
Love it, love it.
And she writes at night. She's an author at night.
Yes.
Tell us all about your Granite story.
Okay, well, back in 1995, I had purchased a home, and you need a dog with a new home, and you need a guard dog. So I had done a little research, and when I did that, I came up with the Bullmastiff,
Yep.
and decided, okay, now we need to try and find one. We were able to locate a bunch of puppies in Chepachet, Rhode Island.
Yep.
So we went riding out there, my family and I, and they all had cute little ribbons around their neck.
Oh.
So we decided to pick out the male, which was Granite.
Yeah.
He was a little 8-pound puppy, I should say, who grew into a 165-pound dog. And
Yeah.
believe it or not, they're lap dogs, whether they're 8 pounds or 165
And his head was
pounds.
this big, right?
His head was literally...
This is who we're talking about.
Literally that big. You could not put your hands around him. He was huge and very, very, stocky and sturdy and muscular.
Did
Yeah.
you know he was going to be that big?
I did, because I did do my research. Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
mackerel!
Yeah.
Was he easy to train to be a
Actually, he really was, except for he was Houdini. He did like to go running, through the big gate that I had.
Yeah.
There's some stories about that in the book. And I'd turn around and I'd be like, now where is he? And he magically would vanish. There was one time, the cover of the book, when I actually did go water skiing on the front lawn with him, and I had to let go of the leash because he had spotted a neighbor way down the other street.
and he just
and he was taking off, and at that point he was about 120 pounds when he took off running, and I did try to grab the side of the house, and that did not break me, break the stop. And I had heels on. That's when I used to dress up for work, and I was water skiing literally across my front lawn.
You're lucky to be alive.
I am lucky to be alive.
How
yes.
did the vet, when you took the dog, how does a vet, he takes our cats or whatever, puts them up on top of that table? How did you get Granite up there?
That's a really great question. We would walk him in, and they had like a table down on the floor, and then he would step up on that, and then they would raise the table up to them. That's a great question. A lot of people don't think of that or ask that, so thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I have a beagle.
Okay.
And I've had many cats.
Yes.
I don't know if I even brought the guinea pigs to the vet.
Right.
I love guinea pigs.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, they're really cool. A friend of mine, we had a hamster for my little boy.
Yeah.
And he didn't know it, neither did I. But he wasn't keen on it, but he picked up,
Okay.
the rodent, the little, not a guinea pig, hamster.
Okay.
I don't know what it bit him. It was dangling from his finger.
Oh.
He never wanted anything to do with rodents.
Oh, no.
No, but we were okay with the kitties.
Right.
When did you start writing this?
Believe it or not, Granite had passed away, so he lived to be 9, and that's usually approximately what age that a Bullmastiff, a large
So
breed.
young.
Yes. However, when he passed away, I became completely devastated because he was a family member. We did everything together, trips, eating ice cream, going out for ice cream, all of that. And when he passed away, I just started to write all my memories of him, handwriting back then, no laptop or anything, and I let it be for 24 years and never did anything with it until approximately about a year now. And I had met my publisher, who actually was a children's author herself, and she became a publisher, and I said to her, hey, I've got a book for you. And she said, send it to me. I sent it to her. A few days later, she's like, you do have a children's book. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really do?
Yeah, for sure.
I do. Yeah.
Did you illustrate this yourself?
No, we had an illustrator do it. And I have to say, Wesley is his name. He has done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
I had sent a few pictures, of Granite, and he took off with it. And oh my gosh, he is like brilliant illustrating in there.
Okay, my new mommy, which is Louise, but there are 2 dogs in the picture. Who is that?
That's Granite's mom and dad when I went to go visit little baby Granite.
They came up to see you like that?
Oh my gosh, they did. They almost knocked me over. They were probably over, the dad was probably over 65 pounds, yes.
So this is written from Granite the Bullmastiff's opinion, from his viewpoint.
It is. It
I
is.
get this is cool. I was 8 pounds when I was born. I got him beat. I was 11.
Okay.
I fell out. I was almost 9 pounds. That is so cute. And then he goes up to 165, right?
Yes, he does.
How long did it take that to happen?
Probably 4 or 5 years. Gradually, yes.
Where did he sleep? Don't tell me he slept in the middle of you two in the bed.
he slept wherever he wanted to sleep, which was either on top of people.
Yeah.
My son would have friends over. He would literally get up on the couch or the bed with them and lay right on top of them and snore. He loved to snore. Snored like a human being. And, oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
And he would sleep on the bed. And, I would have like that much room on the bed.
That's like we are with our male cat.
Right.
Takes over.
They do.
Oh,
they
they do.
Yeah.
I
love it, though.
I can't imagine losing. Well, I've thought about it. Ace is looks like a mountain lion.
Really?
Huge.
Oh, wow.
Big orange
Cool.
tabby cat.
Cool.
Yeah. But he is the king, and he is the alpha male. We have a little, Zoe's the female, and
Right.
everything. But we always think if she hadn't been fixed and vice versa, they would have been adorable kittens. Did you mate him with anybody?
No. I was responsible and had him neutered when it was time for him to be neutered, yes.
Right.
Which
So
was about 9 months old, yes.
I think this. No.
I would have loved to have. However, I would have wanted to keep every puppy.
Yeah.
I would not have wanted to part with anything.
I'm like that with kittens too.
Oh, anything. I
Yeah.
I have like a zoo, even though I don't really have a zoo.
You have more animals?
Oh, I do. I have a panther chameleon.
Yeah.
I have a lovebird. I have 3 cats.
How do cats like the bird?
Oh, they like the bird, all right, but in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like supper, yes, right. And give you a little tidbit with Granite. I had taken in another family member, and it was an umbrella cockatoo. So there may be some other stories later after this book for Granite.
I like the way your illustrator did the paws.
Yes, thank you.
Going up. How can people get a hold of your book and maybe have you do presentations?
They can do that through Amazon or through my publisher, which is tfieldinglowcompany.com. And I am, willing to come out and meet with people, and I have a few already scheduled in the near future. I do have one August 21st over at Book Lovers Gourmet in Webster, Mass. From 11 till 12:30, I'll be there. And I have a few other venues that are going to start to happen. So, yes, please feel free to outreach me. You can find me on Facebook, author Louise Chadborne. And I look forward to meeting everyone. I'm so thankful for people to be on my journey with me.
Yeah,
It's so exciting.
A lot of authors had said to me during COVID, when things were shut down, the libraries and
Right.
she said, well, I guess we just can't connect with anyone. I said, oh, yes, you can.
Right.
Let them know who you are. so that you're going to be on one of the first on the list to be appearing, and it's happening.
Right.
Don't give up, because they're going to open.
Right, they are.
Yeah.
And also, don't give up on your dream.
No.
If I can do this, and this was 24 years later, you
Yeah.
know, the writing sat,
Yeah.
and I'm like, if I can do it, really, truly, anyone can do it,
Right.
you know?
I would say that the reading age, well, up to adults and beyond, would be starting at, I don't know, my son's 2 kids are probably going to read at 3 and 4, but I don't know. What do you think?
We actually think kindergarten
Okay.
to 4th
Yeah.
grade. Again, however, I've had some adult friends of mine that did go and purchase the book on Amazon,
Yeah.
and they read it, and they're like, we really thought it was a cute book.
Yeah.
And part of the book too is I wanted to interact. I wanted, children and people to interact with the book.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some questions throughout the book,
Yeah.
to have you ponder. And there are pet tips in the back of the book as well,
Yeah.
which I think is pretty cool. And there are a few blank pages too, so you can do some drawings of maybe your own
That's what
family
the blank,
members.
Okay, the blank pages are. That's cool.
Yes, or take notes of, gee, when you were born, what color was your hair?
Yeah.
Granite's was fawn, so you could
Was he
jot
fluffy?
that down.
Was
Pardon?
he a fluffy one? When he
No.
was no.
No, not fluffy.
Not fluffy.
No, they're very short-haired. However, they do shed a lot.
They do.
They do.
Did
They
he
do.
drool?
Oh, you're going to get me going on the drool. I love the drool. Love the drool. Yes. He drooled out of his jowls, and there's a page in the book where he would have it all, like, I'm talking long, and then he'd shake his head, and
Yeah.
my walls, right, would be covered from, this high down. And people were like, well, didn't you clean the walls? Well, I tried, but they were good memories for me, so I didn't always do that because it reminded me of him, and those were heart moments, and I take all those heart moments in and enjoy them, and then later when I'm having a little down day, I just remember, all the great memories, and makes me feel better. And I hope
with
this
Louise
book.
Chadborne, and she is the author of Granite, the Bullmastiff story. Okay?
Yes.
It's actually narrated by Granite himself. Okay?
That
He may
is.
not be with us any longer, but he definitely was here in spirit.
Yes.
How again can they get in touch with you?
Amazon or tfieldinglowcompany.com, and author Louise Chadborne on Facebook. And I am on Instagram as well. I'm not that tech savvy though, so I will get back to you if you Instagram me.
Yeah, I found you. I was trying to find an email for you, and I think finally when I get real desperate, I'll go on Facebook, and usually there's a message section.
Yes.
I think that's how I got you.
That is how you got me.
I've
Yes.
taken a chance at some,
Right.
but a lot of people like Facebook. I thought she's got to read this.
Yes.
She's got. Now, in the back of the book, now these are pet tips from Granite himself or from Mom.
From both. I like to think that family member, you consider everybody. So from both.
Love
Yes.
them always. Give them clean water and food according to their meal schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Regular veterinary appointments. Big box, I know.
Yes.
Along with flea, heartworm, and treatment. Daily walks and playtime. Brush their fur and trim their nails. Oh, wow, you trim the nails of a Bullmastiff.
Yes.
How do you do that without him going nuts?
Well, when they're a puppy, you handle their paws
Yeah.
and their nails and get them used to being touched.
Yeah.
And he was perfect. Big nail clipper and clip, clip, clip. And there you have it. And it's important because if you don't, they get long, and then when they're walking, it really can hurt them. So it's very important to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, poop scoop.
Yes. Big poops. Yes. Are you going to ask? Big poops.
I don't know. I told him, I was like, you know what? I love basset hounds, and I know I've been kidded about, well, gee, and they drool. I'm like, I don't care.
Right, right,
I love them. They're like, oh, how you doing? And they'll do anything. Love kids, they're great.
right.
But when I see people, it makes me want to throw up. I see them walking so proudly with their poop bag.
Yes.
Look at my dog. You did. I told him, I said, I'm going to find a place out back with a long yard. There's a lot of woods.
Right.
He can do his little fun out there. Then we'll go for a walk.
Yes.
I don't want to carry a bag of poop.
Right, and I used to do that because
Yeah.
Granite's poop was, really
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
You'd need a wheelbarrow, and actually I used to use a wheelbarrow.
It's like having a cow or something.
Small miniature cow, or
Was it
little
a leash law?
horse.
A leash law in Webster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause we have one here. I've seen.
Well,
a
I
couple-
had him, excuse me, I had him in Dudley, and there was a leash law in Dudley.
I know
when
Dudley.
I lived in
Route
Dudley.
Route 16 up through Webster.
Yes, 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 that's, yes.
I know
Granite
that
and I
area.
were in Dudley.
Yeah, there's a
During that
Schofield
time.
Street up there.
Oh, yes.
Is there
That
a
was
funeral parlor at the top of that? Memory.
Schofield, no. School Street, yes.
A white building. I've been up there like a couple times.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know my way around that well, so I just hitch on 16 and Douglas and
Right.
go that way, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, again, we're talking with Louise Chadborne. She's the author of Granite, the Bullmastiff story, but really it's the Bullmastiff. It's Granite himself who wrote it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Do you have grandchildren?
I don't.
Not
no,
yet.
Not yet.
What does your son think of this?
That's a great question. I kept like waiting for him, you know?
Yeah.
He's older. And finally one day I get a text and he's like, Ma, when am I getting like a copy signed, you know, of your book?
Yeah.
And I don't even think he realizes he's actually mentioned in the book. I don't think he knows that. I don't think he's had a moment yet to read the book, even though I did make sure that he did get his signed copy. So I'm waiting to hear when he does finally,
Yeah.
you know, open it and go, oh, actually, look at that. I just happened to open
Okay.
it to the page.
That's him, right?
That's him, yes.
How
You
did
know,
did he get along well with Granite?
Oh my gosh, they were brothers. They were
Oh.
brothers. He would dress Granite up.
I see it. The
Yes.
Bullmastiff has like a little football shirt on.
Yes, correct. And they'd go out and play football.
Did
Yes.
he actually go catch it in his mouth?
Oh, yes.
Big enough, right?
Oh, yes,
And did he
yes.
bring it to your son, or did he just throw it to his son somehow?
It would be a little bit of both at times, depending, or he'd run away.
Right away?
He'd be like, I'm going down to say hi to the neighbor down the other road.
Friendly, real friendly.
Very, very, very friendly. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's. I don't mind the friendly ones. It's just that there's a couple of them out there that you just don't know. And I was
You
taught,
don't.
don't put your hand out immediately.
Right,
Kind of stand back, let them maybe smell,
right.
and then if their owner says go ahead,
Yes.
then I will.
Right. Smart.
But you're not going to traipse into his territory.
No.
Not a
No.
good idea.
No, and part of that too is, you know, they truly are a guard dog, you know, so they're watching everything. And like with, you know, all the larger dogs I've had, they can, like, let's say you just move that a little bit, your cup a little bit, they will know that that's moved. That's how much they like know and look and protect and watch. And he wouldn't bark.
Yeah.
You know, he'd be in the dark just sitting and watching. And,
Really?
you know, you might hear a little "Rrrr," and you're like, oh, somebody's around that shouldn't be around.
So he's very smart and intuitive. You know?
Yes, yes.
They make a good guard dog. So if you're not home, does he howl? Like I know a basset hound, you walk out for a few minutes, oh, but
That's a great question. Some do howl. He did not howl, but I currently know a Bullmastiff that does howl. I do a little pet sitting on the side as
Yeah.
well. So I love, you know, all animals.
yeah. So do you sit for just the Bullmastiff or all kinds of animals?
All kinds of animals. Whatever you need, I'm willing to do.
And you know she volunteers at Southwick Zoo.
I do.
What's your favorite? Okay, what's your favorite critter over there?
Oh, that's like asking
All right, well,
mom
two or
your
three
favorite. Your
favorites.
thank you, thank you, Jan. I have to go with the lions. I'm a big cat kind of gal.
Are you a Leo?
No, I'm a Virgo.
I'm a Leo. Oh, gee.
Okay.
Okay, I'm surrounded by Virgos. What is this in my life? I'm a Leo, and it seems like everybody, even my husband's a Virgo. What is it?
Right. Well, Leos get along well with Virgos.
Yeah.
They really do.
So you got a birthday coming up?
I do.
August
Yes.
or September?
September. Yes.
What day?
The 5th.
All right, my husband's is the 11th.
Oh, okay. Happy early birthday.
Oh my God! What, they coming out of the woodwork. I don't understand. My
We're taking over. You didn't get that memo?
no. So you like the lion? Is there
I-
a lioness there? The
There,
girl?
there is.
Yeah.
There is. They're brother sister.
They're what?
They're
Brother and sister.
Brother and
I
sister.
think my husband took photos over there. There's a big white leopard or a tiger. A big white
Oh,
tiger.
yes. The big white Bengal tiger, yes.
Where the heck is the train? I can't.
Maybe that's where I've seen your husband before, taking pictures
He was
with
once
it.
there during
Oh,
that.
once? Oh, okay.
Well, it was a couple of years ago.
Oh, then no.
Where is the train? I can't find it.
The train is
The
down in the back. It's a great little train
Yeah.
ride. And I'm terrible with directions. It's down, like past where the monkeys are, like further in back where the lion is. down around that area.
Is it near the kiddie rides?
Yes, I had to think a moment.
How did we miss that? Because
I don't know.
a couple of years ago, I took the little kids, my son's two little children, and they didn't care about the animals. They just wanted to get on the rides. I'm like, are you nuts? We're here to see the animals. We'll do this later. But
Right.
they wanted to do it.
Right.
So, okay, there really is Santa Claus. There's a railroad there, right?
Yes, there is. Yes.
How
the
long?
winter
10
wonderland.
minutes? Or?
Give or take, maybe 15, give or take.
And you've ridden it.
I've ridden it, yes.
All right, here's something
Yes.
funny for you. I know the last time we went, or one of the times. You know where the the alligators are?
Yes,
Right.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the one that looks like a statue. Are you talking about that one? The
no,
alligator?
the real display.
Oh,
the
the
real
real-
gators are with the water, the swamp, whatever.
Okay.
And I looked up, and that, what's it called? The trolley thing? What's that thing?
Oh, the Skyfari.
The Skyfari thing was stopped.
Right.
I'm like, oh, if that thing ever lets go, they're dinner.
Yes, well, above the lions, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had people that have lost their hats, and they come down and they're like, I think my hat flew and landed in the lions, and we're like, sorry, I'm not sure we're going to be able to retrieve your hat for you.
Would the lion eat it? No.
They'd play with it.
Oh, let 'em
Probably,
play with it.
you know, they like different scents.
Yeah.
So
I
it would
like
be
that thing
enrichment.
when you first
for
go
them.
in and they have that, it's a statue of a lion with his mouth open. It says,
Yeah.
see a red bat.
Right.
Go see the red bat.
I love that red bat. That bat is so old
Mm-hmm.
and so cool. And that's all I'll say about the red
Me
bat.
too. I like
Right.
it.
No, I noticed, Jan.
Yep.
Right.
And I think when you go in there, the big, huge Galapagos turtles still there on the right when you
They
come in.
are. They are.
You could ride one of those.
Yes,
If you
you
could get
could.
them to move.
You could. Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
We were talking with Louise Chadborne, and she is the author of Granite, the Bullmastiff story. And any age, if you've got grandchildren, it's not just for the kids and everybody in between. Get a copy of this. You can come here to the Upton Library, too. Of course, we've got that dedicated local authors section. Pick up a copy. Okay. Again, how can they reach you?
They can reach me through Amazon, the book, or through Thea or tfieldinglowcompany.com. Author Louise Chadborne on Facebook. I do reach out to people on Messenger through Facebook. That's how Jan, I'm looking over at Jan, that's how she
That's how I
finally
found
got a
you.
hold of me. Right,
Yep.
right. And I'm so appreciative for that. I can't thank you enough. And I will get back to you. So thank you.
She's even got her picture. I like it when authors put their picture in the book.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
That's a good idea. I think it's always a good idea to have your picture.
Cool. Thank you for
That's
that
what I do
feedback.
when I'm reading a book. I look to see if there's a picture.
Oh, okay.
If it's like a whodunit or whatever, I kind of picture the author as the lead. It's easier that way.
Right.
Now, you've got another one coming up, right? Did you say another book?
Possibly. I have some great ideas of the new family member that I had taken in and adopted along with Granite, which would have been my umbrella cockatoo. So I'm working on some writing for that. So
Oh, a
stay
cockatoo.
tuned.
Will it be in the cockatoo's voice or yours?
It will be in Granite's voice.
Granite.
Granite. Yes, there are quite a few stories of Granite and the umbrella cockatoo.
All right, so you're in the
Kojak.
process of writing it.
Yes.
Do you have any idea for the cover?
I do have an idea. Yes.
That's good. You know what? I
Yes.
notice more and more, even with myself in a bookstore, like a kid in a candy shop.
Right.
The cover gets me a lot.
Me too as well. That's why I really wanted this cover to
Yeah.
bounce off the page,
It's an eye catcher, but that's you in the background with the leash with him, right?
It is, yes, that is me. It really is. And these are all true stories in here.
That's the one where you were
Water skiing.
water skiing on the lawn.
Correct, yes.
Was the lawn wet?
It was dewy, morning dew.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he was pulling you.
Oh, he was pulling. He had seen a neighbor two streets over. Yes.
What was his favorite food?
His favorite food.
Besides your dinner?
He, believe it or not, he loved bananas. Like, he would even somehow pull the banana pot out
Yeah.
of the peel and leave the peel.
Right.
He really loved bananas and peanut butter. I guess he sounds like Elvis. Elvis loved peanut butter and bananas.
Me too.
Oh, you
put
too?
peanut butter on a banana and then put raisins on top. It's delicious.
Oh,
I didn't
never
think you
had
could
that.
give our pets peanut butter.
You have to make sure that they have, that the peanut butter you give them doesn't have a particular ingredient, and I'm going to not do well with trying to name. It begins with an X,
Okay.
so you have to make sure it does not have
F?
that.
Okay.
X.
Okay.
Exfoliate. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
I know we can't give them chocolate.
Correct. No chocolate.
Yeah.
And that's in the book as well, no
That
chocolate.
warns you, yeah, about that.
Right.
So do you think you'll get another dog?
I've had a few in between Granite and now. Given where I currently live, probably not, and that's why I took on pet sitting, because that's a win-win for me.
Yeah.
I get to go over, I get to, spend the nights with, whatever animal I'm caring for, and it really is a win-win.
You spend the night pet sitting.
I do.
I thought for a second you meant the zoo. I don't think
No.
they really do that.
I wish they would. I'd spend the night at the zoo.
Yeah. I know one summer, many years ago, my son was just a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I did face painting, and I had contacted Betsy.
Betsy.
I said, would it be okay if I came in and set up? She goes, yeah. And I remember I had a lot of kids and their parents.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
It is. I just was there over the weekend volunteering, and I'll be volunteering this weekend as well.
You know what? Isn't it the perfect place? Maybe you already do have this book in their gift shop.
Oh, I do not. What I was going to wait for, thank you for that great idea though, Jan. I was going to try and set up when they do their craft, their vendor, set up over there.
Yeah.
So I was going to wait for that. However, wow, great
Perfect.
idea.
Look at all
Thank
the
you.
children that go in and out of there.
Yes.
And grown-ups.
Yes.
We've got about 4 minutes left. If you could send a message to people about your book, what would it be? Most important thing.
It would be that it really is a fun, informative, interacting, helpful hint book that I think any child or adult would enjoy reading, and I'm not just saying that because I wrote it. And again, if I can write a book, please follow through on your dreams. It can happen. And thank you for having me very,
You're
very
welcome.
much. I'm so excited.
Well, you're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. How far would you be willing to travel throughout New England for people to have you come and give presentations?
Probably within an hour.
Okay.
Only because I used to do a lot of driving,
Yeah.
and the driving has really done me in a little bit through the years.
Yeah.
So being retired, I wanted to take a little break from that.
Okay,
However,
that makes sense.
call me, talk to me, send me, a message, and we can work something out.
Sounds fantastic. So don't
Thank
forget,
you.
come to the Upton Town Library if you're in the area. If you're in Japan or you're watching overseas, you're not going to make it. But maybe we can send you a copy. Granite, the Bullmastiff story, written by the dog himself. And
Yes.
we've just interviewed Mommy, and she is terrific. Louise Chadborne, thank you for being with us. We're going to get her
Thank
back
you.
on again when the next one comes along, right?
I would love that.
About
yes.
your macaw.
Thank you. Yes.
Good to me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care. Bye.
See you next time.
Heading out toward a dream. Tomorrow's even closer than it seems. Moving through the cloudless sky, heading out toward the moon. I am dancing to the lunar tune.